news flash. Real. Good morning, sir. How do you do? Let's go ahead. Some news for you. Fresh from the print. You like it so. It's still in paper. Old school hoax. Spectator. The word is news, not news, my friend. I get you now, misunderstand. You sure was wrong, you underdog. You screwed it up until I came along. I told you now the word you used was wrong, and so I was amused and laughed at you so I'd feel high, and told you hoping you felt shy. Real. Are you done? Spectator. Sorry, what? Real. Are you done, laddie? Spectator. What do you mean? Real. I've asked you a question, did I not? Are you the fuck done? Spectator. Yes, all right, I'm done. Real? Good. Let me clear this up once and for all. This is not your place, not your ball. Cinderella lost a slipper. You lost your mind. Don't you understand? It is me that is kind. I give you all a warning. Your life is hacked to bits. The news you read each morning are nothing but fake tits. They wiggle in your face each day, but you still know it is all fake. Take a second to listen. Look at what they try to sell. It usually is far in the distance. It's something that keeps you from listening to what they really say. News are a reminder of what is going on. If I feel weak and blinded, I shoot a glance at wrongs. I know now there are liars that say what sells the most. They need you all afraid, man. For that they lie and boast. In Germany, the news are such that they would like to touch on Putin with a silken shawl that they just drench in shit. That's all. They act like a reminder how evil others are. They tell you, nay, they blind y'all with news that come from far. Away, 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 my child. Stop reading news, or at least drop that smile. I see you all pretending you want to do real good. You want to please that stateling, and so you read the news. News aren't real, they are all fake. It's something that they fabricate to keep you all from seeing how bad they really are. The word for that, projection. I see that from afar. I looked at it for hours. I looked at them real close. I found that if you're biased, you're hanging in a noose. So if you have an interest to shape the mind of folks, to tell them all these stories, I see where you come from. You are running a market, bazaar more like. And what you want is make a dime. You care not for society in terms that people should be free. For what you want is suffering so you can get money. So I today have news for thee. My life has somehow set me free. I have a job that you might like, that you might take and soon defile. 'Cause you are biased, are you not? So you could never clap with what that Christopher is saying, because he has you praying that revolutions will not last, and that he too will fade at last. But guess what? I'm still standing. I'm doing what I can. I work next to NF to show the truth, my man. The truth is you are lying. You want to keep us small. The news is who you hired to do for you that job. You tell them all your story of how you are all saints, of how you are the heroes and keep us all so safe. You know what the news is? I would feel safer without you. Stop whispering in my ear. If you can take care of your demons, then let me show you your fear. Let me show you my freedom and see what I can do. Let me show you what one man does that learns to choose news. I take a piss, I check the wind, no time to miss. A feeling comes, no time to lose, 'cause I just did destroy the news. I came a long way to be insane, to call that by people who have no life, who lie all day. That is the way. I can see you smiling from afar. I can hear you crying. Sometimes the door is ajar. So I climb a long way. I climbed a long way from hell, and I landed in heaven, or maybe the other way round. I can't really tell no more what is going on. I really can't tell no more what is going on. The way I see the world is different from most people. Because what I see is corruption, is lies and deceit. And my choice is to raise awareness for nature, to raise awareness for nature. And people have no interest
They don't want to change. They want to remain all the same, all the time, all the same, all the time, all the same, all the time, same, all the time. They want to stay the same. They want to stay the same. And for me, it's a game, because they are playing too. So I'm adding my own tune to the games that they play. So I say, hey, 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 I see you're playing a game. Let me come and join it, because I have something to say. I say, hey, 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 why don't you stay away and do your own show without forcing us to do what you want us to do, because we don't want to be in your tracks. We don't want to be beaten down by police officers and shit like this. You know, just leave us alone. Give us the freedom to move and to dance. We don't need your regulations. We can keep ourselves safe. We don't want to work for money. We want to make love with the planet. Want to be a part of nature instead of feeling pressed down by you all the time. You generate deceit. You create lies. You make us feel terrible, and that isn't nice. It is shit, and I'm working against that. I had to face my own. I was an angry brat that played into your cards, 'cause it made me weak. Self-directed anger is something of a bitch. So you have to work it all out. One way to work is to dance and to shout. I shout into my art, because if I go around and I shout in society because I hate it so much, they have a reason to put me away. They will lock me up because they say I'm insane. So I have to learn their ways, speak like them. That's today's challenge. Instead of keeping it all in, we have to speak with the language of art. It's the language of emotion. People want art. People love art. So make art. Find your method. Be creative. Change your life and change your style. You know, let's make better things than Britney Spears or, I don't know, NSYNC. You know, let's make something better than the rest. Something with a heart that has no interest in only making money, but wants to simply love. You know, I can give a lot. I can stand here and sing, and people say, oh wow, you know, he's like, oh wow, you know, he like looks like a lively fellow. You don't see that a lot. And I say, no, you don't, because everybody is really full with bullshit and heavy emotions. Nobody's in bliss. Everybody's home. Everybody feels alone. I'm rather alone in my room, 'cause here I can do whatever I choose. Nobody says do this or that. Nobody says make music like that, because I say I have my own way of making music. I stay away from my phone so I can sing and, yeah, build my own throne, something like that, right? I just want to sit on top and have a look at what's happening. I don't want to rule nobody. I just want to look, observe, and see what's going on, and then I make a choice and raise my voice. I raise my voice against depression. I raise my voice against porn. I raise my voice against rejection and also neglection. I raise my voice against corruption, against states. I raise my voice against politicians and also against hate. I raise my voice against suppression and also against, yeah, I don't really know, regression. We want to move on into the future. That is the mission that we have today. We have to learn to let go and be in flow. So you have to move your body. I don't care if you call it dancing or moving around, but there has to be a certain seriousness about it, about the way you move and the way you engage with yourself. You know, yesterday I danced with somebody and he was like doing the yeah, he directed the camera on his junk while we were dancing opposite of each other, and he was dancing in front like this. Yeah, if you see this, then feel a little ashamed and just learn to work, because you know, I'm not doing that. I'm just standing here dancing. You know, I'm not rubbing my dick in your face or something, right? I just want to try to loosen up, lose some emotional weight, because I feel really heavy most of the day. And if I do these things, yeah, instead of eating all the time, then I learn how to take responsibility for the way I feel. And that means if you're really heavy, you're probably also way too acidic. You probably have gout at the age of 30. I can tell you that I probably have gout because I eat too much and I eat too little green things. So I probably have gout already. And that makes you feel like your body is already dying. You know, your body doesn't want to move because it's toxic. It's full with acid. It's like a volcano all the time about to burst. And that's like being basically self-torture. And one reason why we're torturing ourselves is because we hate each other, we hate ourselves, and we think people hate us. And then we project that hate onto ourselves because we think it's our fault that people hate us. It's not our fault, it's just the way it is. That's when you start accepting it, and then you can let it go, and you just take that hatred and create beautiful art with it. Or at least something that, you know, helps you to transform your anger into something else. And yeah, sure, sex sells, but it's also very cheap, because you don't have to do anything to be naked in front of the camera, but to be half naked and sing, yeah, you have to practice singing. You have to practice being in flow. You have to practice to do these kinds of things so that you can stand here without a script and just let it go and just say whatever you want to say, because the truth wants to come out. And so you help it to come out. And so yeah, I stand here and I dance like this, because if I don't do it, I feel so miserable that I will hate myself. And I don't want that. So if I hate myself, I'll just look for an outlet. And that's either gonna be, I don't know who, just somebody, right? I wanna be self-responsible. And I wanna eat less sugar, and I wanna eat less in general. You know, I don't know how little I can eat. How much food do I really need? I realize we actually need way less food than we think. But I also realize that that takes a lot of determination to find out, how does fasting work? You know, how do I use an irrigator when I fast? And I think that was a song number 14 or something, 15 already on the album. It's not about how many, it's about the journey of the album. And that's part of the journey. How to deal with all this nonsense that people put out there, yeah? How do we deal with pornography? Well, we start to move. And we start to move. And the more you move, the more likely it is that you're gonna move again. And so, yeah, the question I had asked myself with a friend was whether you can move every day when you feel really shit. Like, can you dance when you feel terrible? That's the question that we said we want to answer, and this is my way of answering it. I just felt really terrible. My back was really stiff. Well, and I just started to move. And sure, when you feel shit, you don't want to move, but then you just move, right? But if you can watch a movie, you can also do this, right? Because if you're not tired enough to sleep, well, then you can certainly move. And then you'll be tired enough to sleep. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, 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 ho. Hey, hey, hey. Ho, 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 ho. Hey, hey. Ho, 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 ho. Hey, hey. Ho, 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 ho. Hey, hey. Ho, 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 ho. Hey, hey, hey. Ho, 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 ho. Hey, 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 hey. Ho, ho. Hey, hey. Ho, 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 ho. Hey, hey. Ho, 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 ho. Hey, hey. Ho, 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 ho. Hey, hey, hey. Ho, 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 ho. Hey, 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 hey. Ho, 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 ho. Hey, hey, hey. Ho, 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 ho. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. Ho, ho, hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey, ho, ho, hey, 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 ho, ho, hey, 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 ho, 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 hey, 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 ho, 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 hey, 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 ho, 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 hey, hey. Hey, 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 hoo, hoo, hey, hoo, 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 hey, hoo, 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 hey, hoo, 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 yay, 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 hoo, yay, hoo, yay, hoo, 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 yay, hoo, yay, hoo. Yeah, hoo, 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 hoo. Yeah, hoo, yeah, hoo, yeah, hoo, 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 hoo. Yeah, hoo, yeah, hoo, yeah, hoo, 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 hoo. Yeah, hoo, yeah, hoo, yeah, hoo, 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 hoo. Yeah, hoo, yeah, hoo, yeah, hoo, 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 hoo. Yeah, hoo, yeah, hoo, yeah, hoo, 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 hoo. Yeah, hoo, yeah, hoo, yeah, hoo, 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 hoo. Ah, ah. Ha 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 oh, 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 why? Oh, 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 hey, ha. Oh, 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 hey, ha. Oh, 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 hey, hey. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, hey. Okay. Oh. So yeah, it's about doing self-research to learn what helps me to feel better or what makes me feel worse, right? So I know that moving, it doesn't matter what I do, right? Yeah. But just in general, right, movement, I could do this. It's just to start doing something, right? Hand-eye coordination. You know, that's a frisbee, but I have nobody to play with. And I forgot to take my medicine. Right? My plant medicine. I mean, it's proven that anorganic sulfur detoxes the body and helps get rid of all kinds of things. That's what I'm doing at the moment. And your phone is very toxic. If you ever did some kind of cleansing or you start sensitizing yourself for you see how that, I can feel how it's actually starting to stretch my body. This is a very easy exercise. You know, you can just take this. You can take whatever you have. This is a little glass jar. There was some resin in there. Frankincense is also good for detoxifying the body. Yeah, you can eat that, and then it also cleanses. I think it saturates the body with oxygen, which is very important to get rid of all kinds of cancer cells and stuff. Yeah, a health nutritionist told me this. All right. So this is, let's say you're really heavy, right? And dancing, I mean, to dance like this and to do such movements, yeah, and to move like this, you have to start to get going. Because if you don't start, then how do you expect your body, right? I'm not in 100% good shape, but I'm, you know, good enough shape. So I can do these things because I've been cleansing a lot, eating the good diet, you know, more or less. And now I'm starting to fast on certain things. That includes pornography and masturbation. And that includes food at the moment. But I can drink coffee to a certain degree and tea and water. And I think even juices are okay. But that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to fast. But you have no idea whether I'm going to do that. You can just see what I'm doing, but you cannot confirm it. But you can see that I'm moving. And so what reason would I have to say to you, I'm not fasting when I'm fasting, right? I don't want to do what other people do. You know, sometimes they show that if you're fasting, you're like very weak. But it's not like that. It's only if you sit around. But if you keep moving, like if you do this barefoot every day, just walking, like running like this on one spot, this can heal your feet. Just believe me, this can heal your feet. If you have, like, you know, some people, they have their legs, their feet point outwards, they go like this. Some people go like this. If you would start doing this every day, just do it. You know, just like this. Just a few times. You know, you start a couple of times and you realize it's getting easier. You first have to build up strength. I mean, I've been walking barefoot since 2012. Yeah, I've been walking barefoot since 2012. So this is, for me, is already quite routine. So when I don't move, I know I have to move, and then I move. Some people, they don't even know how to move. So one thing that taught me how to move certainly is walking a lot barefoot, because you move a bit like, right, in shoes you go like, have you ever seen a child that is forced into shoes? a child that's young that runs like this, because they balance on your front foot. Yeah? It's like, that's how you normally would run as it. And then they put shoes on, suddenly it's like, they can't do it anymore. Because your foot, it has an arch. You know, archer, you are an archer. There are tendons and muscles that propel you, literally. I don't have to do much, because my legs, this is an African practice. To jump as high as you can. Keep doing that. I can feel how this is working. But you don't land on your heels. So you start small, right? You just start like this. And then you see how that's gonna change. This is how men show a woman that they're in good shape. The man that jumps the highest gets the most beautiful woman. That's just how it is. If you know how to do these things, well, you're probably gonna have to choose, right? So you choose the woman that speaks to your heart, that says, hey, I love you. And then you sit there and you say, but why can't we be together now? Then the woman says, because I have things to do. And then you think, wait, do I want to be like a little child? Do I want to sit around and say, why can't we be together now? Yeah, because she's probably asking herself the same question. But if I ask her that, then she has to be the man and give me an answer. I don't want her to be the man. I want to give myself an answer, right? If I have to make a choice, I sit with the problem, and then I figure out a solution, and then I make a choice, so I don't have to worry my wife. Because I just want my wife to be my wife, and not my problem solver, right? I sit with my problems. That's why I can be a man. Yeah, I can be stern. I'll hold up the weight of responsibility. Yeah? So it's time that, right, this loosens up your shoulders. Because if you're like me, and you spend a lot of time with computers or phones, just think about it. You stand around with your phones like this, your neck, you become like the humpback. So you have to learn to stand straight. You have to learn to stand straight. And this is the best thing. To loosen up your spine, and to learn to walk in a like. You know, I don't walk like this in the street. I don't go like this. No, I go like this. But I know I could do this. And sometimes, if I want to, I can. Right? And then I go in the streets and I say, hey, what is going on? What is going on? Hey, hey. What is going on? What is going on? Dun 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 dun. Yeah, and I don't have to leave the house for that, because I don't feel like it, to be honest. Some people, they go running because they want to be seen running. Yeah, they want to do good. I want to feel the way I want to feel. It's a choice. You want to feel how you feel when you are a couch potato? Because maybe you think that's how you have to feel. Well, I can show you, you can feel different. And I had to work for this. Like, don't think that it's just like, oh, super easy, you know, I'm just doing that. No. No. You know, I'm determined. I just want to live as best as I can. And that means I have to know how well you can live. So I look at people that inspire me, and then I just find my own way, right? I don't read all of it from them. You know, I kind of try to teach myself. Now you might be different, right? I'm just saying, maybe you don't know how to teach yourself. Well, you can read the Book of Fear if you like. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff available that I've made that shows you how I think, what my mentality is, that allows me to keep going. Yeah, it's also all on YouTube. You know, in all kinds of places. I've buried nuts for people to find, yeah? I've like buried sticks everywhere. So if you want to be free like a dog that once was a wolf and now needs to chase sticks to feel free, yeah, then chase some sticks. Chase some nuts, because I buried them everywhere. And there are treasures in there that only you can unveil, yeah? So you just make a pick. Yeah, it's in my music, it's in my art, it's in my videos, it's in my movies, it's in all kinds of places. On my website, you can find all the information where I've buried sticks, and then you figure it out. Yeah. Sometimes I recommend movies, sometimes I recommend other things that I found inspiring, that helped me. So there's all kinds of stuff, right? So to get to this, because the point is not that you keep following me all your life. Yeah? The point is that you learn how to do this yourself so that you can teach others. Because if we are selfish with our knowledge, yeah, then we are just a bunch of assholes and pretenders that walk around and want to be worshipped. I say worship life. Start worshipping nature again like we used to. That's what we have to do. And so yeah, I go to great length to teach you all because I have an interest to speak for nature. And nature needs humans that can take care of themselves. Because nature makes sure that the strong survive. So yeah, one day, this weak-ass, science-minded humanity will have vanished. Because they either, you know, kill themselves by making the air so unbreathable that they will just all die from cancer, or they will be replaced by people like me, who know how to stand alone in their room and do something with that, and show it to others. And the motivation for me comes from, I want to save nature, and I want to build a better world for children so that no child has to go through what I went through. But all I can do for that is change myself, make sure to keep my own family safe, and then teach others how to do the same, so that people who already have children that have no time available at the moment to figure these things out for themselves, right? So I thought, you know, I'll just keep going already, you know, I'll just start. Because if I stand around waiting for everyone, yeah, then I'm never gonna get anywhere, because everybody's waiting for something. Yeah, maybe they're waiting for me. Yeah? Maybe they just don't know it yet. Because they're all a little bit shy and afraid, yeah? And they think they have to be able to already know what they're doing. Well, you're alone somewhere in front of a screen, whether that's your phone, your TV, or whatever. So all you have to do is take off your shirt and just start doing this. I mean, this is really stupid. And that loosens you up. It's like become a snake or something, right? You want to be like water. Water is flexible. Yeah, water is flexible. So when I do this, I literally feel my neck, because my spine is so contracted from sitting all the time. You know, I have a lot of strength in my body. So if this seems a little hard, just do this for a while. You know, you don't have to overdo it. But this already, you even do this. This massages your body and it opens up your chest. This is where your, is it called anahata? It's the heart chakra, yeah? This is where everything comes together. the earthly chakras and the heavenly. Yeah, so that's how you can start to open up and strengthen your body. I don't have to do anything for that. I just stand like this, right? I just try to make a strong stance. You just start do this. Because you don't just start dancing in one day. Because if you're really blocked and weak, then you cannot really feel, right? If you would close your eyes. You have to be able to focus on certain movements. So this is just like, you know, like a child that's standing around like, la la la, la 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 la. If that's too boring for you, you can hum to yourself. Hey, baya, hey, bada, hey, bada, hey, hey, bombada, 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 hey, 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 bombada, bada, hey, hey. So yeah, this is generally what you can do when you want to. Nobody can force you to be strong. Strong for others. A chief is strong for the whole tribe, okay? But a chief also grew up in nature. He learned to walk upright. We grew up in this society which pushes you down, and you go like this in the end, because every time you start trying to stick your nose somewhere up, yeah, bam! Yeah, and what certainly doesn't work is pretending. I meet a lot of people, spiritual people, that say, oh yeah, I read a lot of books. You know, I'm an author. Yeah, what do you do? Yeah, what do you do? Except for reading and writing books. Like, what makes you so much better than everybody else? Like, what allows you to walk around like this? Because, you know, you're trying to keep your nose in the air, but then you can't see what's going down on here. Because you're trying to be so high and mighty, you know, it's just another mask. You just went to spirituality because it felt like an easy escape, right? It's just following the mob. This is finding your own groove. And I can't make it super easy for you, because then you have nothing to work towards. So this is very good for your lower back. You know, this is like, oh yeah, skiing. This is what you do when you make sure that you always try to look straight. So imagine there's an opponent, and the opponent is always on level with your face. Yeah, so this, you don't dance alone only. Yeah, you want to dance with somebody, with a man, with a woman. Yeah, if you want to dance with a man or a woman like this, yeah, maybe learn skiing at home like that. So you learn to keep the focus on somebody else. Yeah, always look upright. I have this habit of looking down. Never avert your eyes. Never back down from a fight if you can handle your own weight, of course. And if somebody just wants to fight because he's an asshole, I don't know, maybe just avoid them. It's generally the best thing. If somebody's really angry, just ignore them. If they still want to have a fight, I don't know, shout at them or something. Show them that they can't fuck with you. So you take a point at the wall, I don't know, maybe put a marker there if you want, and then you focus on that. That helps you to learn how to focus. Put your phone somewhere on silent where you can't see it. Put it away, put it into a sock, and then just throw it somewhere into a pile of clothes, right? And then forget about it for 2 days. Just do that. That's a training. I train that, right? I crocheted this casing for my phone. And I just put it somewhere. It just looks like a natural object. Yeah? Just put it somewhere, I hide it under something, and then I just do things. I don't even remember my phone is there. And never have your internet on your phone. Unless you maybe really need it, but what do you really need? Yeah, okay, if you want to watch somebody like me doing this kind of thing, then you probably need that. So this is the alternative for self-directed anger. Self-directed anger shows itself in many ways. It's like you're eating a lot. Yeah, you're stuffing yourself full with food. You know, being on your phone is also self-directed anger. Why? Because you're denying yourself the right to move. Because people in your life have all your life told you to sit still. I've had it that I was with spiritual people and I started moving, and then they tell me, you should chill a bit, you know, turn it down a little. I don't want to turn it down, I want to turn it up. Yeah, and then they say, oh yeah, I love that guy. Oh yeah, he's so awesome. But if I show them a little, if I want to say, hey, let's do this together, they say, no, now is not the time. Lower your voice. Why? So I can lie together with you? No, I want to speak the truth. People who speak the truth, they don't mind being heard. They just say what they want to say. And that's what it's about. You know, I've allowed people all my life to reject me and to push me away. And it comes to that point where you say, no, I don't want to be pushed away anymore. And I don't want to push away anymore. This is also good. So yeah, I also don't mind being seen, because I'm doing this in front of the window. Because people should see that there are people who do other things. So I also don't mind being heard anymore. There was a time where I was really conscious about making a noise in my room. Because I probably wanted people to think I'm dead or something. Now I want them to hear that I'm alive. And I can see that it has an impact on the people in my surroundings. Because I'm making noise. I say, that's where I am. I'm here, right? Move. Move, move. Move. Move, move. Move. And so, for example, what helps me, I have a camera now, because I don't have a mirror. But I see myself in the camera. I know that's kind of an escape. But if I don't know how I look like when I move, this can show me, right? But ultimately, you should learn to let go of that as well. Because it's better to learn to center. That's why I'm going to turn this off now. Yeah, I'm just going to do my thing. I think I want to play music. Just something that keeps me going. Right? Just do this. Alright. No mic.
just to ask a question real quick. You know, the analytics of the stream says -1. Like, how is that even possible? -1? You know, it's just getting less. You think it's getting more, right? You think you keep doing this, you think it's getting more. It's just -1. It's like, what the fuck? You just have to check if I have anything open that I don't want you to see. No? Maybe you can see it in the screen. Not that one. Oh yeah, actually that one also. Oh wait, what did I do now? That was there. Look! You know, this is the graph. -1. How is that even possible? Like, how can you have -1? But it's interesting, right? I mean, that's all you can say to that. Interesting. I didn't know that was possible. Anyway, I'll just keep doing my standing practices. You watch or whatever. Oh yeah, this by the way is tea. It's sage tea, just normal sage tea, like loose leaf tea, sage, and then sweet wood, and cinnamon, coriander, and also ginger. That's what I'm drinking, in case you were wondering. Yeah, cheers.
at some point I just feel like getting tired, right? And then I usually make a choice and I say, stop. See, now I've worked hard and energy came out. I feel like something is coming out. And constantly when I'm doing these exercises, don't think I'm just really balanced all the time. You can see that I'm not. You can see that I'm not from when I stand on this balance board. When I keep my eyes open, it's okay. But when I close my eyes, I'm like this. This is how I feel most of the time. I feel like this. And when I smoke cannabis, I can tell that I'm like this. It used to be different, which is weird, but everything's shaking. And so, it's good to work with that. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stretch my butt, because often we have lower back pain because the butt muscles are contracted. So one way of, so if these muscles are too tight, then it's going to pull your butt up. And then you have an arched back. And how are you supposed to balance your spine like this, right? And stand strong if your back is arched like that? This is like, how is energy supposed to flow? A tree that is like this is more easily thrown over by a storm. So how I like to train that, also a thing in between, if you have a phone, which most of you will have, never keep it in your body. It's better to have a backpack and put it in there. The best thing is actually to never have it on your body. And also if you leave the house, don't bring it. Or get a cheap one with an additional SIM card, so if something really happens, you can just call someone. I think that is a much better solution. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do is, it's a stretch where you bring up your leg like this, where you can do this while standing. Oh wow, this is a good balancing exercise. Oh wow. So I'm just trying to see, right? If I do an exercise and I don't feel the stretch, then I try to pull a bit. Just be careful, because I don't know how your physique is, right? You just always have to do these things consciously. One reason I even have to write a disclaimer for my channel is because people are really stupid these days, right? You show them something and they just start copying it, and then they have problems. I have a lot of muscular padding that keeps me that protects me from injury. Anyway, this exercise, maybe it's in here. No. But it's very relaxing for me because it stretches my butt. So what I do is, if I bring my knees somehow like this, and then I just lay on top of it, the other leg is straight. And then if I bring up this knee, then I'm going to stretch into this direction, like this. You just have to look at what I'm doing roughly. So I'm gonna turn off the microphone for you. And I'm gonna turn on just do it, it says. Just the last couple of songs from Wasted Food. These are the songs I made just now, I think. Let's see how long. Yeah. I'm gonna just do something with it. Cheers.
Wasted Wasted food. Truth and dare. I got you scared. You need... Whoa. Wasted food. Truth and dare. I got you scared. You read my message. Christopher is my name. Work with shame. That's my game. Have some trust. Let us bust this corrupt state with love, not hate. I meet so many people that do no longer care. I see them in the streets, but all of them in chairs. They are trapped in shame. They reject the game. They are so in pain. One no longer play. And then there's me. I look at the world and see longing. See people crying for help. I see people screaming for medicine and getting milked by the state. I see choices that turn into terror and faces with overglued masks. There's so many lessons in choices that some of us said were a fiasco. Challenge the system and eat no more food than we truly need. That is best for our good. The system is hungry. It wants our lives. It wants to exploit us and wears a disguise. They keep on debating while we keep on hating and stuff us with junk that feeds all those lies. What we want cannot be found in a fridge. What we need is to open the pit and let it all out. So shout into music, shout into art. Do this with beauty, but go make your art. Drown out AI and drown out those lies. Art is freedom. It needs no disguise. In art I can talk freely about that COVID hoax. I can say how they schemed us and how I see their jokes. If we say this as artists, they cannot change our flow. Our flow is a tsunami, so let them hear us roll. Our thunder will announce us. Believe me, they are scared. They want for this to happen. We need to slap those prats. They sit around in money that they stole from us, from people like my parents, and all that still have trust in state and land and government. But governed men can see no trust because they live in fear. They sought out other men that could take care of fear. The price for that is high, my friend, 'cause fear took hold of governments and boosted our society in search of power. Do you see? Their greed has made us weak. It also made us sick. We're eating million pigs and still cannot get rid
of fear and shame. It's all the same. The fridge is full and you're in shame. The love kept flowing, you are lost. The price is high, that is its cost. Its cost is a fat body. The cost is a closed heart. The cost is love nobody, but hate them at all costs. I want to make a difference. For that I changed my life. I want to live and give them something that is nice. Something that pretenders can never turn around. Something that those liars will always leave untouched. For they do know they stand no chance against the truth of freedom, man. So let us learn to eat less and help our Mother Earth. For that we have to feed us and love our children first. With feed us, I mean love for the soul. That is its food, and that is my call. More love, less hatred. More love, less debating. More love, less food. And one day, if life wants, all is good. Okay, hey, hey, hey. Okay, hey, hey, hey. Okay, hey, hey, hey. Okay, hey, hey, hey. Hello, my friend. Life is tough. Life is sometimes ever so rough. The secret to living is letting go of all the things that keep you so low. You fill your heart with a little bit of love. You look at your life and you ask yourself, what is it that I put on my shelf? My shelf is myself, this is a metaphor. And when you look at it, you learn to let go. You let it go down the stream of life so it can go back and you can live your life. You look at it, what makes me weak, what sickens me, and what makes me freak out all the time. What makes me scream, what makes me angry. I look at these things and then I let them go. I sigh a lot when people ask, why do you sigh? Then I say, I felt like it. Never explain why you sigh. It should be obvious you don't sigh so that they can ask you what is wrong. So that is condescension. So what you do to get used to living in this world that is ruled by brutes is you look at your anger, you look at your fear, and then you let go and, well, happy you might appear. You get the gist, this is the story, right? I mean, we need less this and more of that inner glory, where you shine for yourself and you shine for the world, 'cause you have something inside that you want to show the world, that needs to be seen. There is that spark inside you, and in some I have seen it already. Now it's you, it's your turn. It's your turn to shine. In love, no more hatred. You know, we have to outgrow this slime. And it starts with you. You are one of those few that is destined to glow. So create your own show. Your own show is your life. You have to teach them that there is more than hatred, right? And preachers, we need people who live, who show us that life is more than some words and more about husbands and wives. No more fucking around, no more jumping around with our butts in the air. We just learn to be more like Christopher. I had to say this, it is the truth. You have to learn here, right? This is good news, right? We can work together. You watch my style, you find your own, and, you know, let's get this party going, my friends.
Alright. I certainly realize that whatever I'm doing here is working. Yeah. It's the good fight, right? I mean, you live, you open your heart to people, to experiences, and you get some battle scars. Always liked having scratches. So we also have emotional scars, and these need to be healed, right? Because it's harder to see them. But we can find ways to look at them. And I've found some. Yeah, and in order to get to the point where I can stretch, I had to actually feel good about stretching. Feel like I'm able to stretch. I had to do a lot of other things first. And that's everything I did until now. So you can see it's a lot of hard work. If you want to stop being heavy and depressed, you have to start and get going. So just pick something and start learning from it, right? Whether it's me or Ido Portal or I don't know who. You just pick someone and you start learning from them. You just spend time with them. So what's better than to look at my video and try to do it while I'm doing it? It's better to look it, to watch it. You just go through it. You don't have to watch the whole thing. You just go through it, look at what I'm doing, and then you turn off the screen or your phone or whatever, and you just do it yourself so that you get to the place where you can feel this. It's very important. That's why I'm saying it. Right? You have to be able to feel it, and if you stand there looking at me on the screen and trying to imitate me, that's not going to work. You have to do what you feel like doing. So you look at what I'm doing and then you figure out how you want to do it. You don't want to be my copy, because there's no fun in being a copy. We got enough of that. Anyway, that's the album I've been playing. The one was Meditation. That's one album I'm working on. So far there's one song, and the other one is called Disturbing Worlds. That already has 13 by now, but it's probably gonna be maybe up to 20 or something. I don't know yet. I just have to see. I really realized in the beginning making music was really hard, and now it's just a matter of doing it. So you have to just push through the hard part to get to the nice one. You know, that's like love in general, right? Okay, cheers.